The battle of the century is upon us, my friends. It is happening, the day we've been waiting for, the reckoning. So we got the GoPro 8 on the left, Sony X5900 on the right. We wish. We do wish. Has the GoPro finally surpassed the Sony, the best action cam still? It was released in like 2012. It's so old, but I think the GoPro is finally caught up. It's a sad day for all of us. We tested today.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So in full sunlight, even though it's a cloudy day, it's super bright. Usually the Sony overexposes like crazy. GoPro, I imagine, is handling it better. Now keep something in mind. I don't know why, but my Sony doesn't look as good as it used to look. Something happened. The lens gets so dirty and I've wiped it so many times. I think I wiped off any coating. It's just not happening anymore. It just looks soft. Everything always looks out of focus where it never looked like that before. I don't know what happened. So we're in 4K 30p, just to calm any of you jitterbugs down. Did you say 24p is jitter? It's not Thailand look. If you were in Thailand, your videos would be better. So first thing to pay attention to is how's the stabilization. I imagine the GoPro is superior. Honestly, the Sony used to impress me so much. I don't know if it's because it's getting older and worse, but it's not like it used to be, and it's almost unusable at times. That's weird. And what's wider? The lenses are right together. They're lined right up. What is wider? We're on wide in the GoPro. You can't do linear in 4K. I can't. Everybody's like, do linear mode, bud. Can't do it. And the hyper smooth, I don't see a 2.0. I see off and on. Where's all these settings? I see nothing. Somebody help. Somebody help. Let's do a quick in the sun, switching to backlit. This is where the GoPro seems to be more advanced. The Sony always just exposes for the sky and then I'm a dark mess. What if we cover me with the shadow? Oh my god, right now. Up. Oh. Okay, now I just turned off digital stabilization on the Sony, so it's just optical, which makes it a little wider, but in my experience it's been unusable. Is it usable now? And are we much wider? Oh my god, right now. We're on a little tripod for both. How's that looking? Wow, I'm gonna switch hands. Versus GoPro. How are you going today? Does it look better? Better now. Now when it comes to audio, I imagine I've been using the Sony the whole time because it's better. But let's switch to the GoPro. Oh my god. The GoPro audio. Honestly, the Sony's much better in my experience, but as long as you can hear the voices, like it doesn't matter that much. I'll be honest with you, but the Sony's much better. I do need a wind muff. I don't have one yet. Okay, now we're in GoPro color and vivid on the Sony. Oh god, I never do this. But here we are, we're doing it. Hey pigeons. Oh, pigeons of love. Oh, pigeons, we each got one. Amazing contest. Sony just always looks so terrible in that dead-on sunlight. Sideways though. Oh my god. Is the sky so vibrant? It doesn't look very vibrant. It could be. It's cloudy. Don't judge Canada by today. It's a good country still. Okay, we're back on the flat profile on both cameras. This is ungraded, so pay attention to any color happenings. There's red leaves behind. Can you even tell they're red on the Sony? Probably not. Then I grade them both. I know what I'm doing. I'm a color artist. I went to color school. The sunlight, perfectly exposed on both cameras. It's a glory. Hey, stepping in the shade, what happened? Who handled it better? Don't throw shade at me. So I'm gonna go review the footage now. We'll find out finally. Is the GoPro 8 worth it? Is it an upgrade? Finally. Let's find out. You've already found out. Let me find out. I've had a chance to review the footage, and it's embarrassing to even sit here before you, but I do not want to hear your thoughts on it. I saw it myself. I don't need to hear your thoughts. Anybody who says anything about the GoPro looking better, superior, sharper, anything, gets banned for 17 months here. So don't even keep those thoughts right in there. Don't type them, don't speak them. I can finally admit it. The Sony is dead. Sony's dead. It's been killed. The GoPro killed it. Sony X3000 killer. Right there. We saw it. We saw the death. I was thinking maybe it's getting old. Something's out of focus. The lens dislodged in the flight home from Thailand. I looked back at my old footage, the same shit. There's nothing sharp. Nothing. How did I get by with that camera for so long? It looks terrible. Help. Why is nobody helping me? It's absolutely fugly compared to the GoPro. It's just bad in every situation. The backlit, the GoPro nicely exposes my face, keeps the sun still exposed somehow. The Sony's just dark shadows. It's just the sharpness. Nothing looks in focus in the Sony. It probably never did. Maybe it's just my version. I've seen sharp videos. The only thing I can really say is the GoPro slow-mo crops in a ton. So that kind of sucks. But does it even matter? Like, who cares? The colors are still a little weird on the GoPro, but I imagine I could tweak it. I doubt it, but it could be tweaked. The Sony did look a little more natural, I'll give you that. But unsharp, out of focus natural, Sony's only saving grace here is the audio. It's superior, but if I'm being honest with you, I want external audio. I want to plug a lav mic in there, and the Sony, so far all the lav mics I've tested have run hot. You can't use them. So maybe with the GoPro Media mod, you plug a mic in there and it's perfect, you adjust volume levels, we're good to go. We got a better camera than the Sony, finally. I've heard of people's Sony X3000s being off focus, so maybe it's possible that mine was out of focus from the beginning, and there are better versions of it, so quality control on Sony has taken a dive. Somebody bought Sony out. Kodak is now Sony. A part of me wants to try that DJI Osmo Action versus the GoPro, but from what I've seen, the GoPro's better. Just the DJI looks even worse, like you can't even take sharpening down in the camera, and it's like super contrasty and weird. It's not my cup of tea. So I might actually buy this GoPro. Thank you, Henry's, for lending it to me. Let's all go to henrys.com for all our shopping needs. But yeah, it feels like it's better, it's more fun. I wish it didn't use H.265 for the super slow-mo, but if I switch over to DaVinci Resolve, if I could possibly learn it, it's like learning a new language. I'm so used to editing content like fast with Premiere Pro. Switching over, it's like, oh my god, that's daunting. But if I could learn it, then I can play the H.265 files, and we're good to go. But I've seen the results. The Sony is aging badly. It's on a diet of sugar cubes. Frickin' beef. Sugar cubes and beef. Yeah, that ages you. Did you know? You do now. Of course, nothing is more spectacular than the Fujifilm X-T3. I feel like all my cameras need to be replaced now. The GH5S, I gotta replace it with the Fuji, and then the Sony with the GoPro. What next? Am I gonna have to wear a backwards sweater? I want a Fuji action cam. Wide angle, super stabilized. Fuji Eterna profile. Can you even imagine it? I can't. I don't even want to live in that world. Too much excitement. I need to just take a nap after thinking about that. So I'm gonna leave. Thank you so much for watching the video today. Thanks for buying a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt. It's a new edition. Shut your mouth. Subscribe for more videos and I'll see you in the next one.